A basketball star from Clemson is joining the Clemson football team, and Dabo Swinney is thrilled. I'm not making this up. This actually happened. The news just broke over the past, well, we'll get into that in just a second. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're hanging out with me in May talking about college football. If you love talking college football in May, you're definitely going to want to talk about it in just a few months when we're right at the beginning of the season. Hope you'll subscribe. It is free. I do appreciate it. Ian Shefflin, the chef, played basketball for the Clemson Tigers over the past, 4 years? But over the past 2 years, he's become a staple on the floor. The guy can play basketball. He's become a fan favorite, especially last season. Like, he really came out and made a name for himself. Clemson fans love him. If the camera pans out into the audience there of the basketball games, you'll see the chef hats, and that's basically Ian Shefflin. People are loving the chef. Well, his eligibility is up when it comes to basketball. And if you know anything about Clemson sports, you know that Clemson's a football school. We're a soccer school. We're a golf school. We're a baseball school. We're not a basketball school. And that's kind of widely known throughout college sports. But over the past few years, Clemson's really done well in basketball. Last year, they went to the Elite Eight for only the third time in school history. And then this season is arguably the best regular season Clemson basketball team ever. So Ian Shefflin was a big part of that. So everybody was hoping that he could get an extra year of eligibility. He entered the transfer portal to try to spur an extra year of eligibility so he could return to Clemson. I don't really think anything has come of that or will come of that. But Dabo Swinney was more than happy back in October to say something, hey, I'd love to have the guy come out and play for me. Well, guess what? Today, the news officially dropped that Ian Shefflin, the 6'8", 240-pound plus forward for Clemson, is going to play tight end for Clemson football. That's right. I'm not making this up. I'm really excited about this. Now, the guy averaged a little over 12 points per game, almost 10 rebounds per game. And as I said, a big fan favorite. Everyone loved the guy. He's extremely talented, played with a lot of passion, very scrappy. And, he's one of the guys that made the past 2 seasons possible. But he did play football at a really good high school, but that was the last time he played. He played for Grayson in Loganville, Georgia. All the great players that's come out of Grayson throughout, the past 25 years of high school football. So it's not like he played at some teeny tiny school that, could barely scrape by a few wins, or if they went, a little over 500, everyone's extremely excited that, we won 6 games instead of only 4. No, he played at Grayson. Grayson's a big time program. But that was the last time he played football. And so now he's joining the football team. And there's even an article going around where he actually talked to the Colts tight end, the Indianapolis Colts tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, who was a 4-year starter at VCU. He hadn't previously played football since his freshman year of high school, but he ended up in the NFL. He's going into his 8th season in the NFL. So that general idea is that Shefflin's like, look, I'm a big dude. I played for a really good high school football team. I'm a good athlete, and I can play for Clemson football. And the coach loves the idea. Sign me up. So, folks, let's temper expectations here. He is 6'8", 240 pounds. He hadn't played high school, or he hasn't played since high school. But on top of that, well, I say on top of that, that's really a bad transition. He is a really good athlete. And Sweeney sees something in him. Now, there's been other times that Sweeney has seen something in players, and I'm sitting there going, dude, you're just too close to their family, or you've been friends with them for too long. There's, there may be something there, but nothing more than your other player. In this scenario, I'm kind of excited to see Ian Shefflin hit the field, add something to the football team, because this is a special season coming up. And that's going to be a whole other video I'm going to talk about here in just a second. I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's a memo that has went out in the college football world, in major media, and then independent media. No matter how many subscribers they could have 400,000 subscribers. They could be a small channel on YouTube. But everyone is buying into Clemson for this 2025 season. Again, I'm going to do a video on that. I've talked about some of this in some of my most recent past videos. But I'm trying to get to the bottom of why some of the media who just absolutely can't stand Clemson, all of a sudden they're buying in. I'll give you a little glimpse into that. I think it's him using the transfer portal. Believe it or not. But either way, I've said this before, expectation is actually a compliment. If no one expects anything from you, that means you're a loser. That means that you have nothing to bring to the table. If teams are not circling you on their calendar, that means you're irrelevant. And that's not a compliment. But for this season, getting back on the point of this video, Ian Shefflin joining the football team, this would actually be good for him, because we just lost Brenningstool. I know Bettenker is, he's a big deal. Sapp, what's the other guy's name? Pat Henry, I think that's his name. Y'all forgive me for that if I messed up his name. These guys are coming in, and they're in a good system. They're in a good system. You have 4 out of 5 offensive linemen returning. Second year with Matt Luke. You have third year with starting quarterback Cade Klubnik, who has a lot of expectation for him. Third year with the offensive coordinator. The wide receiver core is unbelievable. So this would be actually quite interesting to take a basketball star, put him out there for a couple of plays per game, 6'8", 240 pounds. And while the defense is having to pay attention to your quarterback, who can throw, but he can also run. And our running backs are actually better than what we thought. There's some youth issues there, but that's another video another time. And then the wide receiving core, as I said, is unbelievable. Those defenses are going to have to pay attention to them. And then you sneak this 6'8" guy that they're going to be like, yeah, at first he's going to be kind of a gimmick player. Everybody's going to pay attention to him because he's so big and he's a basketball player. But then maybe they stop paying attention to him. And then you give the ball to him. I think this could be interesting. If anything, it's fun. It's a good story. I'm glad that Ian Shefflin is on the football team. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully they will use him, and hopefully he'll take advantage of the time on the field. Who knows? Maybe this could be the right next move for him, and it's definitely setting up for a magical season for the Clemson football team if they play their cards right. Going to get to the comment section real quick. Say hello to a few people in here. Got Austin Garrett in here. Good to see you, my man. Hi. Big John. Hello, Professor, and oh, great one. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful day. John, thanks for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. I see that weird symbol beside your name. He didn't create that. YouTube did that, but that means he supports the channel on a monthly basis. $3 or $5 per month. If you want to do that, there's a join button below the video. I appreciate it. Chef is a tough dude. I hope he makes a Tony Gonzalez-like transition. Me too. That would be incredible. A lot of guys have went from playing college basketball, or a decent amount of guys went from playing college basketball and went to the NFL. Tony Gonzalez being one of them. Throw the bean up high in the easy, and the chef can catch it with those big hands. Love it. Yeah, me too. Folks, let me know. What do you think about Ian Shefflin joining the football team? Are you excited about it? You think this is just a publicity stunt? You think it's going to amount to anything? Will they actually use him? I want to know those comments. Leave them in the comment section below. Drop me a line. Hey, if you haven't subscribed and you like what I'm doing, you like talking college football, you like talking Clemson football, I hope you'll subscribe. Remember, it is free. There's a button down there. The channel's growing. I do appreciate it. Y'all take care of yourself. And as always, go Tigers.